Good morning. Y'all live with Dre on Freedom Ain't Free, and it's Messy Mondays. And of course, I'm still rocking my Lions head because no matter what the game says, we still winners. At some point, we just feel like they threw us all off with the whole situation when it came to the game. Like, whoa, it was so many upset, crying eyes that night. Like, I feel like at the end of the day, fuck the Eagles. No matter where you're at and where you came from. I don't give a damn. Send this video to Gilly. Tell him I say he can fly high with all the fuck niggas. I don't care. I am mad about the Lions losing, okay? And I know a lot of y'all out there are and was very upset about the fact that we feel like they took the game from us. But it's okay, though, because if you still a Lions fan, don't jump the gate, y'all. Stay with the Lions, because at the end of the day, we did a hell of a job this season. We're going to get them their props, you know what I'm saying? Big ups to the Lions. And we're going to get off into this Messy Monday. Okay, so as far as the Naziah Harris story, okay, yes, we're still following it because at some point, so many people feel this baby that it don't make no sense. I'm talking about to the two big-ass Eminem aunties to the grandma. Like, come on now. At some point, we had to have an understanding that you can't heal in the same place you got messed up at. And I understand that the mother was on drugs and she was trying to put her baby in a better situation by giving her to the mother as well as her sisters because she was on drugs. But nobody took the initiative out to think that if you came from this messed up environment, putting your child back into this environment, you didn't think like what it was due to her. But at some point, nobody in that household was thinking at all. Because I just listened to an interview with the sister Shannon, which was Javar's baby mama. I feel like not only should they all be stoned, I feel like they all should have their own separate case and they should be charged when it comes to Naziah Harris. At some point, I feel like, what if she's not dead? Everybody assuming just assuming and making assumptions that she's dead. What if she's not dead? What if her body is somewhere? What if they put her somewhere and we just haven't found her yet? Like, nobody thinking about none of that. Everybody just jumps straight to, oh, well, we found clothes. People find clothes all the time. People find shoes all the time. It could be a diversion from them, you know what I'm saying, trying to figure out where she actually is. Because at some point, it's so many people out here in the world that's being buried without bodies that y'all making it okay. And it's really not okay. At some point, y'all need to extradite bodies to other states so they can get the death penalty when this type of things happen. Because at some point, it's like, where's the love? Now, it was another case over the weekend, y'all. I was on the young boy that was raped by his therapist, and he unalived his therapist. It's sad as hell when we get to the point where we can't trust the pastors or the therapists, because who do we go to? If we can't go to family members for certain things, then we getting therapists because we trying to get the understanding of healing, you know what I'm saying? And we trying to start somewhere, but then you go to this person, and instead of them healing you or putting you in a better predicament, they making the situation worse. And it's like, this world we live in, it's messed up because I see so many people that are active when it comes to the Naziah Harris story. And then it makes you sit back and think of, you know, certain people and how they grew up and how their family is. So it's crazy how y'all can put that much thought into somebody else's situation when you done been there yourself, but you didn't even move. I'm trying to move a muscle to try to help or anything. And it's like when people go to talking about the things that are going on now, the first thing y'all do is shy away from it because you don't want your own situation to come up when y'all really need to start talking about it. Y'all really need to start standing on business. At some point, a lot of people are dealing with the Naziah Harris story because of their own childhood trauma, because of what's taking place in their own household. And it's like, how do you get past this, knowing the fact that you dealt with something like that mentally, but now you're actually watching somebody's family go through it? And the fact that a lot of y'all are friends with the Naziah Harris aunties, I'm just trying to understand, like, why are y'all even friends with them? The fact that that lady sat on a recorded call saying she knew that he was on a criminal sexual conduct list for messing with little children, but she feel like if anybody could get a second chance, he should have been able to get a second chance. What? I'm like, what type of shit is this? But at some point, it's okay. Y'all know why? Because y'all allow it to be okay. You know what I'm saying? It's okay for them to pull up to the parties. It's okay for them to pull up to the meet and greets. It's okay for them to come kick it. That shit ain't okay with me, and it's not cool at all. Because at some point, when do the adults take accountability for the things that's going on around these kids? Oh, I'm going to wait on y'all. Good morning, everybody. Just tuned into this live. It's Messy Mondays, and y'all live with Drew. And we got different topics this morning because there's a lot going on. As well as everybody's so worried about TikTok. I'm not thinking about TikTok when we got real live things going on in the world. You know what I'm saying? At some point, it's like, why isn't Nazaria Harris aunties in jail? I feel like everybody should be taking accountability for the fact that this child was left how she was. At the end of the day, I feel like when that man said he didn't know where his baby was at, I believe him. And I know y'all about to be tripping out like, why do you believe him? Because there's a lot of men in Wayne County Prison that's been tapping on that man's ass, and all he keeps saying is he wasn't there when they got rid of her. So at some point, you got to take the initiative to think about, take the good with the bad. You got to remove certain things, and you got to let everything add up. At some point, somebody took the little girl from the shop if the man didn't. Y'all got to start paying attention to everything. And then the fact that the little girl said she was going to sleep with him and his friend. If the man that was at the shop, his homeboy, was aware of what was going on, guess what took place? Good morning to the trunk. What's going on this morning? Tap in. Okay? This is, y'all, that's the drunk unc down there. He also has a podcast. That's my cousin. And we about to get it in with y'all. If it's a few days. But drunk unc, hey, Miss Hall, I need y'all to tap in on this Messy Monday. How do y'all feel about not so much as everything that's going on with Trump and all of that, because we already know the distraction was they took TikTok away for 24 hours so that they can do whatever they need to do for the distraction, and everybody was crying, making videos, going crazy. It was just messy, okay? At some point, you gotta do better, okay? And it's okay. It is. But damn. Good morning, everybody. Again, I was stating, like, what's the purpose of having a pastor, or even what's the purpose of having an actual therapist if you're not able to come kick it and talk about the things that you're supposed to be in therapy for? How are you a therapist and the person you're supposed to be treating for therapy unalives you because you didn't sexually assaulted them? When I say some sick individuals in this world, and y'all keep, guess what, tucking and hiding them. It's like, okay, my uncle didn't do this, my cousin didn't do that. Leave them alone. At some point, somebody has to take accountability for the things that's taking place around you as well as in your household. I understand that Nazia's mom was a drug user, and at some point in her mind, she thought giving her child to her mother and sisters would help with the situation. But in reality, it made the situation worse. But my thing is this. At some point, nobody is innocent in this situation, and I feel like not only should the man be in jail, because he should be under the prison, but those two big ass M&Ms and that grandma sport coat, she need to go with them, because at some point they all failed her. And I know a lot of people are saying like, well, it happens in households and this, that, and the other. And guess what? The fact that nobody told y'all, if it happened in your household, you failed that person. Because at some point, damn, when do you take accountability? When do you step up and realize that what's happening right here is wrong? And instead of you admitting to the fact that it's wrong, you cheering it on. So they all should be in jail. Period. At some point. I get up every day just to go to Ivory Williams, which is Eastside Avo page, because guess what? He been following this since day one. I've been right on his heels. Like, at some point, them big bitches that he went to school with, y'all gonna go to jail as well. Point blank, period. It's no way that y'all sitting at home enjoying life, enjoying your kids, while we don't know where this kid is at. But you accepting calls from this fuck nigga every day. And they allowing it. It's like, no. It's come to a point where, guess what? The judge was adamant on reading everybody in that family. I'm talking about everybody. So at some point, the media, the same way y'all be solving crimes and murders and all that, guess what? We need to sign a petition. Those bitches need to be in jail. And unless they able to tell us where Naziah at, since Javaris keeps saying that they know where she at, guess what? At some point, everybody need to tap in. Period. Everybody need to tap in. Since y'all team M&M's and y'all friends with them, I'm going down everybody's timeline. And if you friends with them, I'm pointing you out, because at some point, that means y'all allowing them. Y'all not taking accountability. Y'all friends with these hoes, and guess what? It's somebody missing. And it's sad. But at the end of the day, it's true, though. Good morning, and y'all be allowing it. We have to stop being okay with fuck shit. We have to stop when it's wrong and we see it. We have to stop laughing at it, hiding your hand and thinking it's okay, because it's not okay. At all. Yes. At some point, I feel like we need to get together and guess what? Sign a petition, or we need to go on this app that everybody's on worldwide every day. And guess what? Everybody need to start tapping in. I'm making a page when we get off this live. Tap in. If you want the twins in jail and the grandma charge, tap in. Because at some point, I feel like this. He ain't do it by himself. Yeah, he may have slept with her. He may have gotten her pregnant. But at some point, he got help. He did. Did y'all see his sister sit on that stand and break down and cry? She cried because it was emotional cry. You could see it in her face. She was butthurt at the fact that her brother would even do something like that. But here's the thing, though. The people that was living in the household was well aware. They was well aware. Even the kids. Regardless of the fact that y'all saying the brother trying to get clout, he making this post, that, everybody making posts. At some point, he was there. So some of the things that he's saying, it might be some shit mixed in, but some of it true. And y'all got to have an understanding, like, at some point, when you do shit to a kid, and they little, as they get older, it come out. When y'all be saying little stuff, and y'all be disrespecting these kids, or leaving the kid, and the kid get older and be resentful and don't like you, oh, okay. You can't be mad because you put a child in a position to where they feel like at some point, this is my mom, I love her, this, that, and the other, but do you really feel like everything these kids do, you know you don't? And that's why you grown, dumbass, stinking pussy bitches got up and got on this app and had the nerve and the audacity to say that little girl was fast. Everybody was her age. Everybody was her age at some point where a boy told you you was cute. Yeah, a man may have said it, but you had the ability to go tell somebody. You wouldn't have said, oh, such and such said I had a fat ass, or he said I was cute. And instead of y'all being more attentive to those things, guess what y'all did? Y'all sit your ass down. Because at some point, it could be you. But y'all don't look at it like that because y'all so ignorant. Y'all on this internet talking about, oh, she was fast. And she should have been doing this. And she should have been doing... Baby, I sat on my porch at nighttime the same age as her at night. I ain't got nowhere, but I sat on the porch. And guess what? Every little nigga on the block sat on the porch. Y'all acting like y'all don't know. But y'all on this app disrespecting this little girl. All because she did the same shit y'all did. Everybody was fast. So I'm lost when y'all say, oh, well, she was 13 years old. Well, I had a baby at 14. I tried sex, didn't know it shootout shit, got pregnant, boom. It's a difference. But when you got a grown-ass man raping a kid, and you got a grown-ass man, and then in reality, it's safe to say that he didn't rape Naziah. And I know some of y'all about to be pissed, but you heard the court, you heard the text message, he didn't rape her. Yeah, he persuaded her to a point where she thought she was in love, but she was a kid. We know better. We know better. Because at some point, we done been dumb as hell when it came to a nigga. We get the googly-goos and the bubble guts like, oh, he about to leave, I'm about to crack. Or you want to go over a nigga house and you tell a lie so you can leave and go over there. Everybody been there. But everybody hasn't been in a position where a motherfucker has told you where it's okay, because it wasn't okay. It wasn't okay. And the fact that you have people around you, here's my thing with the aunties. Y'all love that nigga that much that you felt the need that it was okay that your niece was doing what she was doing. When you found out, you didn't take the initiative to put that nigga out, cut him, or none of that shit. You know what you did? It was okay because the message that she said, baby girl, text this nigga and told him, go fuck Shannon and then come downstairs so I can ride your dick. Is y'all crazy? But y'all expected, y'all couldn't have expected nothing else. What is it that you could expect? Yes, he manipulated the fuck out of her. And yes, he was a narcissist. But in the same breath, you got to have the understanding that being raped and being coerced into sex is two different things. No matter what the fuck y'all say, if you've never been there, you can't tell a person what it is at some point. But y'all people, and I'm saying y'all because it was the people, got on this app and literally called this little girl a slut. Oh, she fast as hell, she this, that, and the other. As if you wasn't a slut or fast as hell at her age. Everybody done been there and done that. It's just the point that y'all sitting around pointing the finger, hiding your hand, disrespecting the kid, but in the same breath, you've been there. Only difference is you didn't tell who raped you, or you didn't tell who was molesting you, or you didn't tell who was playing with you, or you didn't tell that your favorite uncle is your favorite uncle for a reason. Or your favorite cousin is your favorite cousin for a reason, because y'all allow things to happen, and then when something dramatic go on in the family, that's when you want to bring it up. Don't wait till a motherfucker did to tell me nothing nobody did to you. Or none of that. Tell me now while we amongst the living so we can handle it. But because y'all have so many dysfunctional and fucked up families that, of course, y'all think it's okay. Y'all think it's okay the fact that I want Shannon, somebody tagged them two big bitches in here. Y'all should be in prison. Right along with the nigga that you allowed to put his hands on your niece. All of y'all should be in jail. At some point, y'all failed her. And I feel like the community should get together and whoop y'all ass. Because apparently y'all mama didn't do a good job because she's team y'all. What she's supposed to be, because y'all her kids. And that's why I feel like all three of y'all, them big ass twins and that mama. Where's the rest of the damn kids that she had? Matter of fact, how do they feel about the whole situation? Because at some point, it's fucked up that everybody done failed everybody in that family. Literally. I'm talking about, I'm watching the video on Instagram of the mama with 3 kids and a baby in a stroller in the market. And then y'all still allowing them to walk around with kids. And then if the daughter said her daddy touched her, why the fuck do Shannon still got these kids? I don't understand it. Right. He was sleeping with the whole family, the mama, the 2 big ass sisters, probably the fella, the homeboy at the shop and everything. And to the girl that broke in the shop, baby, if you go to jail, I'm gonna help you, okay? At some point though, y'all so invested into this case that I think y'all tend to forget about your own cases that y'all literally have had. A lot of people have been Nazaya, and y'all still holding that hush hush. When guess what? The motherfucker should be unalived or in jail. But y'all sit around and y'all don't have to understand it because y'all think it's okay, and it's not okay. It's not okay the fact that they are family and they sticking together for the wrong shit. Y'all should have stuck together to help her. Not stick together because y'all all was in love with this one dude. Hell yeah, he ran the whole house, and it's sad to say. It really is. It's sad that he ran a whole household and fucked the whole, I'm talking about a whole family. And now he in jail every day fighting for his life. My thing is this, he shouldn't even be fighting for his life. And I truly believe when the Wayne County boys, that's what I'm going to just call them. When the Wayne County boys made the video and said they truly believe dog don't know where she at, I believed it. I believe that he don't know where the baby girl is. I believe that them 2 big ass twins and that grandma did, they know where that baby at. So at some point, while everybody pressing the issue about a nigga that's already locked up, let's press the issue to get the grandma and them big ass twins locked up. I guarantee you, if them bitches go sit on that brick, that egg gonna crack, because that's how they build. And guess what? We gonna get some answers. Right now, we just sitting on borrowed time and waiting, wasting everybody's fucking money for this nigga to be locked up. When y'all already know, guess what? He got her pregnant, and then y'all can't say y'all know that because y'all haven't tested nothing. And that's my point. I know y'all be mad at me when I say shit like this, but I feel like at the end of the day, you're not going to tell me it's okay to charge somebody with murder because you found some clothes. I don't care. And I feel like it ain't enough evidence for me. If you don't have a body or a conversation from somebody that actually knows what took place, then I ain't no way in hell. No. I'm sorry. It couldn't be mine. If mine was unalived or missing, we ain't doing shit until a body found. That nigga can sit there and rot. We ain't going to court. We ain't doing none of that. And them big old bitches that backed him up, they'll be sitting right next to him. They'll be talking through a heat bit in the jail. Because there's no way that everybody is okay with the fact that, oh, we just going to prosecute him with nobody. Hell no. Find her. At some point, that's what people should be doing. Trying to find the baby. Fuck. Oh, well, we looked last year. Y'all ain't look at them big ass bitches. Lock them up. And at some point, if she can go do interviews with people, Shannon big ass, and tell motherfuckers, oh, I knew he was on the criminal sexual conduct list. I knew this, that, and the other. Guess what? Lock her big ass up. Let's find out, because the other sister ain't said shit at all. She just standing there looking Down syndrome, no disrespect to nobody. But ain't shit wrong with them bitches. They capable of doing everything. They did something with their own niece. It's sad. At some point, people have to stop saying it's okay. Oh, it's okay. He in jail. Him being in jail doesn't mean a motherfucking thing at all. He just locked up. And I don't think y'all understand that. We have no body. We have nothing. We just got that nigga and them 3 people. At some point, though, where do we get real evidence where we can be like, you know what? We just found this, and breaking news, we found Nazaire Harris. That's the shit I want to hear. I don't want to keep hearing, oh, well, Javaris going to court. Who gives a fuck about him going to court? Court not doing nothing. It's not putting us in a better position than none of that. We are well aware he about to go to jail. He got a fucking 13-year-old pregnant. He 41. But it's okay, though, because a lot of y'all kids be out here dating older niggas, and they be 15, dating 20, 30-year-olds, and guess what? Y'all be okay with it. But, and again, and this is why I say the world is so invested into the Nazaire Harris case that be invested in your own household. Be invested in them kids y'all keep ignoring and they telling y'all shit and y'all not doing nothing about it. The same way you're invested into this case, be invested into what's going on in your own household. Because at some point, I want to get a petition signed. I want the twins and the grandma locked up until they say something. Because I bet my life that them ladies know exactly where that little girl is. Literally. And guess what? Far as Ashley Elkins and the young man, he's just being despiteful. He's not telling her family where he is because, again, this man is an Army vet. They train to do shit. And the fact that this man has 7 whole days, baby, 7, to get up and do whatever needed to be done when it came to baby girl. And it's sad, and I'm still praying for her. But at some point, again, the Javaris shit and the Nazaire Harris is driving everybody crazy because guess what? Everybody want to be detectives now. But nobody's being a detective when it was happening in their own home. Nobody is being a detective when these kids are telling y'all these type of things are happening and y'all are ignoring them. So at some point, guess what? The same energy that y'all putting into this Nazaire Harris story, once it's all over and done with, I pray to God that some of y'all take the initiative and put that same energy into your own household. And guess what? Break those family curses. Because at some point, the shit that's still going on and happening in your household shouldn't be happening. And you shouldn't be this upset about something else happening in somebody else's house when it happened in yours and you did nothing. But at some point, somebody got to step up. So guess what? I'm doing a petition myself. Okay? I'm going to do it myself. So anybody want to tap in, y'all welcome to tap in. We going to get the courts involved for real. Because guess what? Once you consistently keep calling and trying to figure out certain things, they going to get tired of it. So guess what? If y'all want to do it, since y'all so invested, let's get together and make it happen. Because at some point, it's no way they didn't. This man missed court on the 16th because they whooped his ass. Eye socket out, all of that. That's why he didn't go to court. They whooped him. But at some point, y'all, guess what? Whooping him ain't doing nothing because he still can't tell you something he don't know. Y'all just beating the man for nothing. But guess what? Beat them big bitches with jail. Put them in there so they can have an understanding. And then they cruel as hell because at some point it's been a year. What, January 9th or January 19th? Either way it goes, it's been a whole year this baby been gone. You carry a baby for 9 months. The girl that broke into the shop, she found the book bag, pads and all that, and it was fresh shit too, y'all. So at some point you have to think, what if this baby not dead and they just wait for her to have that baby? And then the baby pop out, one of them hoes pop up with a baby. They look like they're pregnant anyway. You gotta, like, y'all focusing on everything but the shit we need to be focusing on. Like, y'all focused on the nigga that's already locked up. Focus on the people that's not locked up. Focus on the fact that these people was acting like they was looking for this little girl the whole time. They call the motherfuckers, oh yeah, we look. Nobody looked at nothing at all. We gotta do better as a whole. And at some point, it's time to put them aunties and that grandma, yeah. Since y'all acting like y'all getting away with murder, baby, we on y'all ass like a fitted cap. Because at some point, I'ma keep every messy Monday, guess what? I'm talking about y'all. We ain't just talking about Trump. We ain't just talking about them doing alliance wrong. We talking about y'all ass. We gonna bring it to light because at some point, him being in jail ain't helping us. But y'all being out here and ain't nothing going on with y'all, y'all walking around speaking to people, cooking food that look like garbage, all type of shit. But nobody is talking about the fact that where was y'all at? And why the fuck did he go pick up your niece from school? Why one of y'all didn't go pick her up? The twins or the grandma? What was y'all doing? Y'all asking all the wrong fucking questions. So at some point, we about to get down to the bottom. Okay? Guess what? Right here, every Monday, Messy Mondays. And I hope y'all tuning in. But at some point, guess what? Justice for Naziah Harris, justice as well for Ashley Elkins, as well as anybody else that's going through a tragedy and the person is unalive. I hope everybody get justice. 2025 started out rocky as hell, okay? At some point, we got to do better. Whether we doing better as a whole, whether we getting together and trying, because guess what? It's okay to try. Again, at some point, we got to do better. We got to stay prayed up because, and don't trust nobody. Nobody. I don't give a damn who it is because it's messed up out here. And that's I don't get it. They searched the grandma's house. They searched Shannon's house, but that's it. And I don't understand that. And how the fuck a pedestrian can go break in a building and find all the stuff that y'all didn't find? I'm confused. I really am. It's like, okay, come on, y'all gotta do better. Y'all do. Y'all don't care. That's the thing. I don't think nobody cares for real. I think everybody get wind of what's happening and then everybody had an opinion. But at some point, we gonna find out. We are. And those twins and that grandma, guess what? Y'all got all those beautiful kids over there. And y'all was okay with somebody touching a child because the grandma looked like she ain't been hit since that wig. And them twins, baby, them eggs need to be cracked. Y'all need to be on Ozempic, okay? But at some point, we gonna get y'all ass. Because y'all wrong, and y'all did her wrong. Good morning, BM. Good morning, everybody just tuned into this live. Guess what? It's Messy Mondays, y'all live with Dre. I hope y'all tuning in. Because at some point, we gotta save our kids. As well as adults. As well as, again, I'm sorry, the young man that unalived his therapist, they trying to get him the death penalty or whatever because it's out of state. I was reading up on that. That made me feel some type of way because it's bad enough it's hard to kick it with people about certain things. You go to a therapist to try to get the understanding of what's going on mentally in your mind, and the first thing this man do is sit you down and you discussing everything that's going on, and this bitch have a sexual encounter. You talking about everything that happened to you, and the only thing this motherfucker think about is the feel on you. And then I know a lot of y'all like, oh, he was mental, he killed this. No. People just don't do stuff like that. And that be the problem. And you can't analyze people just because you think you got a PhD in therapy and this, that, and the other. No. Y'all have to stop doing that. But at some point, guess what? We live and we learn. And I want everybody to have a safe, blessed Monday, okay? On purpose.